What's going on, guys? Hope you're all having a great day. This is going to be a little video for Motivational Monday. I have two special guests joining me on today's video. We're going to just talk about some motivation, you know, what gets people going, how to stay on track, and, you know, really just go after your goal and, you know, accomplish anything and everything that's possible. But, you guys ready? Let's go. Let's get this video going. Hey.
What's poppin'?
So this is my buddy Christian. He's doing kind of the same, you know, content, you know, motivation, you know, workouts and all that stuff. This is my best friend, Allie. She does, you know, really anything and everything. You know, she's, you know, go hit their channels with those likes and subscribes, you know, everything like that. I'm gonna put everything in the video at the bottom of the video. But right now we're gonna get started. So today's question is, what keeps you guys motivated?
Literally, life itself keeps me motivated. Seeing other people and like them talking about basically like how they're not living the life that they want, and they're like sitting there like complaining, and I'm like, I don't want to be that person, you know? Because then you're just gonna regret it. Like when you're 35 and you're at home working this 9-to-5 job.
Yeah, you got one chance in life, and like, you know, everyone has goals and dreams, and like a lot of people want to go after them, but a lot of people don't know how to start. And I know it's a scary I can't speak today. Scary, you know, course and scary step to take in life. You know, it's, you know, you're stepping out of your comfort zone, but like.
Which is a huge thing. If you want to get to where you want to be, you have to step out of your comfort zone.
And yes, people are going to obviously, you know, like look at you and think you're crazy after going after something so big that, you know, would freak anyone else out. But that's what you should want. You know, you want
people to doubt you. You want people to look at you different and be like, "What are you doing?" Like, you want them to question you just because it's going to motivate you to keep going after your dreams and goals. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, like, people are like so afraid about what people think and like so afraid of the hate, but like honestly, the hate, and I know people say this a lot, it gets you to where you need to be, because without the hate is literally like
what drives you.
Yes.
You're gonna have haters no matter what. Like, people are going to see what you're doing and just get jealous, and then that's why you see all these hate comments and people that just like, oh, he's crap, and you know, all this bull crap.
Because you're doing something right.
Because you're doing something right, and that there's something that they want to do, but they don't know how to do it, so they're jealous and they want to bring other people down.
Remember this quote. It's by Ray Lewis. Haters only hate because you are an inspiration of what they wish they could be.
Boom, boom. That's just
shots
some knowledge.
fired. And there's probably people watching this like, what are they doing? That's kind of dumb. They're making a YouTube video. At least we're consistently putting out content because we are going after something that we want to do.
Gotta take it as a job.
You know, I mean, we're not going to this jumping on like a YouTube bandwagon. It's something that we all three enjoy so much. Like, that's basically, like, we can just sit down and literally just talk about YouTube and what we want to use it for, like the platform that we could potentially have in life, you know? And we all come from a small ass town. You know, so that's another thing that keeps me motivated, because everyone's like, you come from a small town, like, that's not possible.
Yeah.
And I just want to be like, bitch, fucking watch me. Watch me.
Anything's possible. Yeah, like, anything's possible. Like, no matter where you grow up, you know, what you're doing, if you have a goal, you can obviously go after it. Like, you're going to have people that step in your way. You're going to have challenges that you come across, you know, but you have to have that mindset and mentality to overpass or surpass, you know, anything that gets brought on you. Like, you have to be able to step out of your comfort zone and be in a different area to where people are like, oh my god, dude, this kid's, you know, really doing it. Like, oh, I'm jealous, you know.
Yeah,
like,
and when you get to where you want to be, they're going to be like, all it took was
one little step.
And keep going and keep going. Like, I'd rather see a month of progress and be like, oh wow, if I would have stuck with it for a month, I would have gotten this far. You know what I mean? Keep going. You're good. You're good. You go.
I didn't mean to, but you guys may feel like you are wanting to fall short. You want to quit because you don't see that.
You're not seeing
results or whatever, and what you're trying to do in your own craft, you know. But literally, consistency is key. Patience is key.
Let me tell you something,
yes.
Bubs. things take time. You're not gonna get
Yes.
results in a week or a month. Like
You might.
depending on what you're doing, but like the big stuff that you want to go after, obviously, you see all the successful people, like, you know, just an example,
They
The
put
Rock.
in some
He
time.
has been doing stuff for years, and he didn't just start and like, oh, boom, he's there. A week later of, you know, working out, and he got that big, or, you know, he did one little, like, you
The
know,
man started with $7 in his pocket.
$7, like under 7.
There's
It
a
was
couple
like 6,
people
so
I
he
know
rounded
that-
it off to $7.
For
He
real.
rounded that to $7.
And
look where he's at now. Anything is just, you gotta grasp it.
And
like, there's so many people that are obviously successful in life, but they didn't, you know, most of them came from dirt, came from nothing, you know, like, I mean, you can see, just an example, all the rappers, you know, they grew up in the hood, they had nothing besides, you know, rap. They grew up on rap, they did stuff, they did, you know, anything possible to make that happen, and most of them made it, because if they stuck with it, obviously they're gonna, you know, be successful with it, and that's all it takes. You have to be willing to do anything possible to make your dream come true. Like, it's not gonna happen overnight, you know.
And anything, the thing is like anything is possible. If you see that reality for yourself, it can be reality for you. And that's the thing, just a lot of people have that doubt. You cannot have doubt going into something that you want to do. If you can vision yourself being a YouTuber, you can vision yourself consistently putting out content, you can see yourself living where you want to live, that is all possible. You just have to really be patient and keep sticking forth to those actions that you want to, you know, pursue your dream with. So I think that's awesome. I've been doing a lot of manifesting. You
It
can
works.
look into
You
that.
just
It is,
gotta, like, anything that you can think of that would help, do it. Like, do it. Anything to help your mind change, to get you on that level of, I'm not stopping no matter who steps in my path. Like, it
for
doesn't matter.
instance, like Greg, you know, he doesn't have like this big fancy CEO job, but he was like, Eleanor, I want to do YouTube so bad. I'm saving up all this money to get this camera because I want to put out good content. And he fucking did. I literally went with him and he got this camera. It was kind of scary because, I mean, that's a lot of money, but it was worth it. That's what he wanted to do.
And that's that step that I took, you know, like, again, a lot of people take bigger steps, but this is the bigger step that I had to take to get started. And now, think about it, I don't have any reason to stop. I have what I need.
Yeah, that was your
and I have the
motivation, really, to keep
drive.
going.
I have everything that I need. I got people by my side. I got
Like
vision
this
ahead of me.
This man has been grinding, like literally putting out some content. He's working his way to the top, and that's
we really all have. I feel
We're
like
all working
I see
super
a
hard.
couple other
Might
people
not
doing
be so
YouTube.
good, we are.
I've been seeing like a couple other people like putting out content, but it's like once a month, or, you know, I feel like us three, we have literally been busting our ass to keep
Busting.
content going. Because when you start out, you can't really have just like
One video
once a week.
And that's the
or-
thing. That's where I started. Like, when I first did, I wanted to do this a year ago, and if I would have stuck with it a year ago, I might be a
Yeah.
little bit ahead of where I'm
Yeah.
at now. But like, when I did it a year ago, I didn't have the camera that I wanted. I wasn't making as much money as I am now at my job, even though it's still not like a lot, but I had enough to where I could, you know, make a change now. Back then, I had a little GoPro and a little, you know, I had a dream, I had the vision, but my mindset wasn't there. I did 2 videos.
No
I
way.
felt weird. I felt really weird about doing it. People watched me, like, I wasn't comfortable with it. And then, you know, a year flew by. I really got my mindset correct, and, you know,
You kind
really
of
went after
manifested
it.
in a way if you think
That's what I'm
about it.
saying.
Like,
my mindset changed drastically, and once that happened, I was like, all right, I'm gonna do this. I have to. I got the camera, and since I've got the camera, stuff's been going
another
on.
important thing is, in order to stay motivated, you have to surround yourself with good people that want to see you
Amen.
succeed. Because if you do not have that, you're going nowhere, because those people will be like, yeah, have fun doing that YouTube stuff. But like, that's why I enjoy our friendship, because we all three have basically
That
the same
mindset,
passion.
mentality, and dream.
And we encourage each other. We're not going against each other like, oh, who can put out more content? Oh, who can make better content?
That's
We're
not
like,
what it's about. It's about working together and working as a group, and, you know, helping each other grow. Not just, I mean, yes, there's times where you might be on your own, and like, it's going to be a lot harder because you're not going to have people helping you out or like helping you keep motivated.
It's
but
just
like,
not-
you're
yeah.
still going after what you're doing. But
And it's not it's not like you're weak if you ask for help. Like literally ask for help on your journey, you know, because like you will find people out there with the same mentality, same dreams, same goals, and you guys can like work together to get there like we are right now.
That also means like pushing aside people that don't want to see that in you, because you're still keeping that toxic waste in there. Say you have a moldy orange, okay, and you let it sit by a nice orange, the mold is going to grow onto the other orange. You know what I mean? So surrounding yourself with moldy people is only going to grow on you, and you're not ever going to grow that way.
It's going to tear your motivation down.
It is going to rip you apart.
Feel like you're not doing what they're doing, and if you have the mindset that they kind of have, which is not really wanting to grow, that's going to mess with your mind a lot, and you're going to just, it's going to just eventually tear you down. And I think that's what kind of happened. I, like, not really, but like, I kind of just, it was mainly like how I felt people looking at me when I did stuff. Like that's like, he's doing that. Like I felt so weird because like you don't normally see a lot of people walk around in public with cameras and, you know, like the setup that you would need to, you know, do, you know, YouTube videos and stuff like that. It's different. It's a different feeling. But like once you get comfortable, like I was just like today when we went and she had to go take pictures for her brother, you know, for, you know, semi-formal, and like I carry my camera everywhere. Like I do it no matter what. Like I take it to work and I don't care what people say. Like if they see it, cool. But like you get to that point in life to where what you want to go after, you're gonna go after no matter what. Like it doesn't matter what else people think. They're not gonna be watching you do what you're doing for the rest of your life. Like you're gonna be coming across
those people aren't gonna matter. Whenever you are where you want to be, those people are gonna not even probably remember.
Yeah, they're gonna be somewhere else doing their own thing, whatever. They're not gonna focus on you.
Or they're gonna come across you and be like, wow, I'm pretty sure I saw that person walking around with a camera. You know, it's just, I don't know. Do not care what people think about you, because it's just
later down the road, say you start glowing up, you start succeeding, and then like say you travel the world and then you come back to your hometown and you see those people that doubted you, that hated on you.
It's gonna feel
dude,
good.
You're gonna like be like, what are you doing? Like you're still doing the same thing, and you kept telling me like I can't do it, to stop, and like look at you,
yes,
where you at? Like
the pride of that is what
stop feeling like those people are still complaining about their life.
For real.
And then here we are. We were listening to the hate, but we kept going. We're like, I don't want that life. I don't want to sit there and keep complaining. I don't want to sit there and work a job that, you know, I don't really want, that I'm not happy with. You have one life. Go after what you want to do for the rest of your life. What is the point of not doing that?
Like if you got a goal, why not go after it?
Don't be
I got
lazy.
a goal of being, you know, a freaking millionaire, or, you know, I want to own my own business. Like, oh, you know what? It's gonna be a lot of work. I don't really want to do that. Why? Like, why wouldn't you want to? Why wouldn't you want to prove to people that you can do anything? Like, you can do anything you want.
I don't want to live my life in like what ifs. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to be like, what if I just kept like what if I would have just kept going? Or like, you know, what if I would have kept putting out content? Like, I wonder how far I would be. I don't want to live my life like that. I'm going to keep posting my content. I'm going to keep doing what I think people are watching. I'm going to keep doing just something that makes me feel good, because I'm excited. I remember I started my channel with like 16 views, and I'm out of high school, so like we're all out of high school, but like I'm not relevant really anymore. And I mean, I've grown a decent amount.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a matter of time. Like, I honestly didn't think I was gonna get 1 subscriber, just to see that I've gotten like 44 more than when I started out with. It was really nice to see.
I feel that for real.
Yeah.
When I started, I've had like maybe 5 views, maybe like 1 subscriber, and like I wasn't really into it like I thought I would be, just because when I first started, I started at a place that I wasn't familiar with, people that I wasn't familiar with, and I was just like, yo, like I let those people like be like, yo, no, I couldn't do it. Like it scared me, but then I came back and it's just like, you know what, it's gonna happen. And like I got 23 subscribers. Like the first video that I brought back was like what, 50 views. I was just like, yo,
like it's
this
crazy.
is
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah, exactly. Like that's where I was. Like I started out like my first video somehow like has the most views on my page, and it's been a year, but it has like 340 views or something. But like 300 people saw that video, and you know if they obviously stuck with it, then they could have seen all these. But like it doesn't matter, because like you're gonna come across so many different people that are gonna, you know, see your stuff, and then, you know, because the videos that we're putting out now, they might see your old videos and then like, oh, watch that, and then like, oh dude, this kid's still vlogging, or he's still doing his thing, he's got more videos, and that's obviously when they're gonna start watching your whole channel.
Yeah, I feel like when people see you like still going, they're gonna be like, okay, what's this all about?
Yeah,
like
what's
he's
he doing?
dedicated.
Like I want to see what the fuss is about.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Yeah,
It's really, you know, big, and just.
And I like seeing like how far you're like growing. I want to be able to go back and be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I was doing that, because it's a lot. But I did not grow up in the best family at all, and it was a very negative family. Literally, no one was really successful. Not trying to like get any sympathy or anything, but you would think, for someone that was getting so much negative feedback, I would have grown to like be that way. But honestly, it's been my motivation to keep going to be successful and prove to them that I'm not going to be that way. And I think you were going to get the most success if you keep that mindset. My advice really is just do not let what people say make that actually be your like reality, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So like people are like, oh, you're not going to do that. Like, don't let that be the case. Like, don't let that be your reality. Like, do what you want to do. Don't care what other people think, because they're not gonna matter. And I don't know, just trust in yourself, trust in your gut, you know, follow your dreams. That's just, it's gonna take you a long way. A lot of people just give up because they're not seeing results that fast, or they're expecting things to happen overnight. And if that's what you're expecting, if you're going into something for the wrong reasons, you're not going to see any results. You have to be truly passionate about what you're going for. So if, you know, if you're thinking like, oh, I have this passion, but right now you're like, oh, well, I'm not feeling that way, then, you know, it's probably not the right thing for you. So that's probably my advice.
And, you know, once I kind of got myself into fitness, decided to change my life, I really got that mentality over that time of working out and lifting. Like, as I got really serious, you know, into it in the past year and a half, like, I haven't really taken my mind off of it. Like, I've stayed consistent with it pretty well.
I don't want to interrupt, but when I say that he has grown since junior high, I'm not kidding. People made fun of him because he was the little guy. He literally had nothing to him. I'm not trying to like rip you to the core, but all these girls, you know, were like, how would I say it? They were like flaking on him, you know, like, oh, Greg, like, I don't know, I feel like people were just around him because he was that cute little guy.
Like,
but now,
nice, but like
he's like Greg, like, he's muscular. He has been so consistent. It's been years, because I remember what grade was I in? Whenever, he wasn't too big like my senior year.
I was
You were getting
mainly
there, but
yeah, like senior year. I don't think I even worked out senior year. I started like
senior year when you started, you were at Fit for the King with Avery.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
I still have the picture, I think, of him on my fitness page whenever I was like big into it. And the before and after is insane. And I think I like look up to him for the fact that he did not give a fuck what people said about him. He kept grinding, like grinding and grinding, and he has grown so much. I always brag about it to people because I'm like, he used to be the little guy, you know? Like, he was smaller than me, and now he's like bigger than me and more muscular, and it's
crazy
so weird.
Though, like, and I couldn't be more happier than, you know, with along the journey. Like, this journey has been amazing. Like people again think results come overnight, but it doesn't. Like, you really have to work hard for what you're wanting to do, and that's what I did. Once I got that mentality change and I really wanted to work out, you know, I stuck with it, and you know, along the way, like I said, I've met a lot of good people, and I've made super good changes, but like, I've started from, you know, low, and now I'm at that vision to where nothing's like not possible. Like, you know, anyone that's gonna see what I'm doing, they can, you know, oh my God, you've changed. Like, I had a friend the other day, like, it's crazy how much you've grown since, you know, like senior year. And like, I like see what people say and I'm like, that's true, but like when I look at myself, I'm still like not there. But like in a way, like you see the growth in yourself, but like you don't really, because you still have a bigger outlook on what you want to do. And again, like I mean personally, I know I've grown, like I really have, but like realistically, I haven't, because that's just my mindset. Like I still have a lot to go, but like I'm not gonna stop because of any reason. Like it's a drive. I love working out. Like it gives me so much thought. Like it's my, you know, stress reliever. Like I have fun doing it. I have people that work out when I'm working out, so it makes it entertaining. I spend most of my time at the gym. I work at a gym. I get off, I work out, I talk to friends. I'm there for hours. Like it's a different mentality and like different vibe that people really don't understand until they do it. Like people are like, oh, he works out, like, oh, that's boring, oh, he does this, he likes weights, oh, he's a meathead, like, oh, blah 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 blah. No, like it's different than that. Like you can think what you want, but damn man, like I love what I do and I'm not gonna stop for no reason.
And that's the thing, like you don't want to ever go into something thinking that there's a stopping point, like, oh, you know, I got the dream body I want, time to quit. You know, you never want to see yourself finished, is how I see it. You keep going, you keep going, you find new things, find new goals, yeah.
You just gotta keep scoping yourself.
Yes, literally, because you're gonna become more successful. You never want to just be successful, because if you just stop,
you're gonna get comfortable and then you're gonna
slow
fall
down, yeah.
You cannot, like, it's good to get to a point and realize that you've been working hard and you got to the point to where you're like, all right, wow, like I've been pretty good. Like an example, like, you know, you just start doing YouTube and you're, you know, not making any money obviously, but then you get to a point to where like, you know, you have like say 5,000, you're making, you know, a little extra money.
Probably
you're like,
not,
like it's not even that much, but like, I mean, something, just an example, and you're like, oh wow, I've made, you know, pretty good amount of, you know, progress. I'm not gonna just stop it here.
You can't stop, yeah.
You know, you've realized that you've worked this hard, you made it to that point, which is awesome. You're like, oh,
keep going.
But you want to keep going. You don't want to stop. Like you want to surpass anything. Like you see a 20 million, you know, amount that you want to go after. Don't stop until you hit it.
But it's like, okay, like you said, like you're at 5,000. You're like, okay, 5,000, you know, whatever. Slow down a little bit. No, that's only 5,000 away from 10,000. Like you want to be like, okay, let's go to 10,000. We're at 10,000.
I got 5. Why can't I get 5 more? Like anything's possible.
5 more, like 5,000 more anyway.
But
and just keep going. Like, you know, because I feel like some people are like, oh, I'm at 10,000. I can take a break. You know.
Take some time
like
off.
literally the biggest YouTubers are like, oh, I've had a break in 5 years, and you're just like.
But
what?
they've made it though, because they're at that, you know, million or 2 million, 3 million. Like I've been working for years at this, but I'm not gonna stop. Yeah, I have this many, you know, followers, subscribers, whatever. But I'm not gonna just quit because I made it this, you know, this far. I want to go further. I want to see what I can really push to the limit.
Like once you hit that limit that you want to reach, you want to set a new limit.
Yeah.
Like that's me. Like every time, it doesn't matter if it's fitness or just like meeting new people or trying to inspire people. Like I hit a nice limit that I want to hit, but then I'm just like, you know what, I'm gonna break that barrier, hit another one. That's what you gotta do.
It's the best feeling. It keeps you motivated. If you don't hit a new goal, you're not gonna stay motivated.
No, and obviously staying consistent with everything you do is the best key thing in life. Like
so, basically, stay consistent.
Yeah. What I pretty much want to say, you know, don't let anything get in your way. You know, you gotta look at it like this. You're at the bottom of your mountain, okay? And to get to the top of the mountain, there's gonna be snowballs, there's gonna be avalanches, there's gonna be tons of stuff happening while climbing up that mountain. But just because something happens doesn't mean you stop, okay? You have to do whatever. You get hit with an avalanche, yeah, obviously you're probably gonna die. It's real event, but like mentally, you hit that, that's gonna hit you hard. Because avalanches hit hard, but you
gotta keep going.
It doesn't matter. Like you're gonna surpass that, continue to push through it until you break that challenge. Stay consistent, have that mindset, grow your mentality, get super strong in the positive range. Don't let any negative people step in your way, get in your way, bring you down. you gotta have that vision and you gotta go after it. Like you can't. The dreams are so big and you can achieve anything. But I think that's pretty good. You know, we got a pretty good motivational. You know, I'm gonna put both of their YouTube, you know, channels in the link in the description below. So, you know, check their channels out. Give this channel a like, you know, subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Turn his post
everything.
Notifications on so you can see whenever he posts a new video.
I'm not stopping people.
This
is gonna be consistent.
His content is going.
It's gonna rise up. He's coming.
Yes,
up,
it's
sure.
coming.
Just hit the button. Just
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, he's coming
every day. Like it's gonna be like very soon. Like I'm starting to really work to make sure I can put stuff out almost every day, to where
like,
you're really just like, wow, like I'm dead.
Like,
people are, yeah, you guys are ready. Be ready. Hit the button. You know what to do. We'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.
More collabs to come.
Peace.